Nice.
Should I talk about the composition?
Which conversation?
Okay. So, it starts. So the composition is a diagonal triangle from the middle, and that's how to keep your eye focused on the entire image. You look up to the tail, you look up to the face, and you look up to the corner. And that's how you keep a person in a loop over and over, so they look at the image a lot. Yeah, that's how to. Like, composition is very, very important in artwork.
That's some advanced shit. I never thought about
I
it.
never thought about the
Damn, all right,
as a
son.
triangle. I know rule of thirds,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, rule of thirds, but the secret to composition, a rule of thumb for composition is to try to keep a person in a loop. So you have to place all your objects like sort of in a loop so you can make them look at the artwork for a long time.
I've
Small things.
always the small thing. It's crazy when I don't know people just draw so many characters in one. I always think that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Composition is so hard when they do that.
Mm.
I can see another like looping circle here, right? Everybody loops around like a crescent moon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
that's
handle it
that's
really
a
well.
that's
This
a looping
angle,
circle in the
too.
composition.
perspective.
Yeah,
It's a tough angle to keep up with, I think,
It
for
is.
every
It
character.
is.
So.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very
Nice
nice.
job.
Anyway.
Very slick.
Can we talk about like where the arm connects to the shoulder blade? Like on the left, on her right, but on the left. I really like that because like you can see like the arm is like moving backwards. That's why there's a line there. So like the arm is moving backwards. So the curve of where the armpit sort of curves and that angle. That's how it is. Like if it, for example, if the arm was moving forward, then the curve would be on the opposite angle, like a 180. But the reason why yes, that's the reason why that line is curved like that is because the arm is moving backwards, and that's how to sort of make the illusion of depth there.
Yeah,
as well.
I remember back in the day I was having a lot of trouble doing like foreshortening and like depicting depth in like my art and shading. So what I do is I would draw the full figure and then I would draw like those kinds of lines like curves around every part of the leg to like show, I guess, which parts were like moving forward and like drawing ribbons, like drawing somebody like with ribbons tied all around them kind of thing, you know? It's really
Actually,
helpful.
a trick that I've learned is like, okay, you get a toilet roll, an empty toilet roll. You cut it like probably like halfway, like halfway of halfway. Like don't cut the toilet roll completely in half, but then like just enough so you can bend it. And then when you bend the toilet roll, because like the toilet roll is cylinder, right? So like when you bend it, you can see like where the curve, where the angle is. Where the angle is where the angle is where two cylinders sort of collide.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's a good way to study it.
that's awesome.
Interesting. Ooh.
Also, yeah, there's a beautiful amount of squish in this.
Yeah. What's do you know like why backlighting is so atmospheric and moody? Oh, I guess I'll talk too much. Wait.
No, it's good. Talk as much as you can.
Okay. So for backlighting, why it's so atmospheric and moody and like sort of like, you know, pulls on your heartstrings is because like when there's not enough light, colors sort of mesh into each other because your eyes don't really define color as much. So like when there's light, like the color is really, really bright, but when it's dark, then like the colors sort of mesh into each other and like are a bit more gray and a bit more black. And then like because like there's a huge contrast like when the light is in the back and then like when there's not much light for your eyes to pick up, your eyes sort of like focus on the line that's made from the light. And that's what makes it that's what makes it really, really atmospheric and moody and stuff.
Wow, I need to write all this down. I'm gonna rewatch this. Write this down.
And I'm
so
gonna
I can
rewatch
draw
this
better.
too, just to listen.
Draw better.
To listen again. It's like a recorded lecture. It's awesome. Oh,
Yay.
very nice.
Awesome.
Look how like the arm like sort of tucks into the tights. like the hand.
Oh, here?
That's
Wait, oh,
so
no,
good.
here? Oh, right, how it
Yeah.
pulls on it, right.
Ooh.
It is nice.
So
Oh, it's
good.
nice. Ooh.
Nice. I
And
also
then-
love that they really paid attention to the shadow on the shirt over the booba because like it like perfectly adds depth to them, but is also realistic for like the way that there would be shadow over them. So
Yeah. So like the parts where it's closer to the cloth. The line between the shadow and light, it's more defined. But the further away it goes, the softer it blends.
Oh.
Yeah. You
Nice.
see it like on the left from us. Yeah, it's a bit more crisp. But then like as the longer you go around along the diagonal, it softens out. Mhm.
Oh.
Look at the
Hey, do
belly
you
button
know-
squeeze.
Do you know the opposite color of blue is orange?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's why this makes me feel so happy. Like the contrast is so strong. It's not too overpowering, but the contrast is so strong, and it's emphasized from the contrast between the blue sky and the sort of warmth that Kiara has. I think it encapsulates her personality pretty well. I just really like the choice of color here.
Fantastic.
I do too. I like the belly. It's as bright.
Yes.
Or a bit, would you say muted? I don't know if that's the right
Yes.
word.
Yes. Actually, that's a muted and sort of Okay, there's an example of like the light is not strong, so that's why it's not as saturated. It's sort of moody. But then like the brightest parts are where the light hits.
Yes,
The
yeah.
brightest saturated parts are where the light
Up
hits.
here and over here is a lot of it.
The backlighting is so good, especially on the chest. I love
Yes,
like that little
here!
triangle right
Looks
there.
r-
And
yeah,
the
the
smoothness.
triangle.
It starts out like kind of hard and then it gets smoother.
Okay,
Yeah.
like so I can see the loop here. Firstly you look at the head, and then like the arms, it like angles you. It angles you to look from the head down, and then like where the arm like sort of stops. It sort of like brings you back with the blue and gold coloring, and then you look at the booba, and then you look at the head again. So that's a loop of the composition.
Oh.
Mhm.
Whoa.
I love how like I love how it's distributed, like the space distribution between you and Kiara. It's like half, but then like the pose so points towards each other. If you sort of forget like their bodies and right, if you sort of forget their bodies and just look at the shape, they
Oh.
complement each other. Yeah. Say like okay, forget about like the characters, forget like it's a human being and stuff. If you just imagine the shape of you, Callie, as like pink, and then like the shape of Kiara as like orange. Like if you just look at the picture like that, you can see like the distribution of space, like the interesting shapes, and like where there's white space
The
and
negative
like
space
yeah,
and stuff like
negative
that.
space and positive space and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
the
really good.
silhouette. So nice.
That's the first thing I thought about when I saw this picture.